BJP MP Sudhanshu Trivedi hailing the Mahayuti's massive win in the BMC, reaching into the fortress of the Thackerays, and more importantly asking that Indie Alliance, does it even exist anymore or not? Remember, this is the time when the Thackere brothers came together, but the Congress did not, and it has fought separately, and right now it is in single digits in BMC. There are 29 municipal corporation elections that are happening. BMC is one of them. Several others equally important: Pune, Thane, Kalyan Dombivli, Pimpri Chinchwad, Meera Bhayandar, all of them extremely important, and in 27 of those the BJP is leading. I'm going to get my colleague Ankit Tyagi as well, who's in Mumbai tracking this very crucial election for us. But before that, I want to quickly now get in some of the other panelists as well. S. Balakrishnan and Seema Malik with us on the broadcast. In fact, Mr. Balakrishnan, let me take that first question to you, that as things stand, the one thing everybody is asking is that where exactly is that Indie Alliance? They come together and then they choose to fight separately, and that gives the huge advantage, huge electoral arithmetic advantage to the BJP.
No, the Indie Alliance has been a perfect non-starter in Maharashtra. Right from word go, it was very clear, it was full of contradictions, and this election to the BMC has made it very clear its complete irrelevance as far as Mumbai and the rest of Maharashtra is concerned. The day Ramesh Channitala, the AICC observer in charge of Congress in Maharashtra, made it very clear that his party would like to go it alone. It was amply clear that the Indie Alliance has been given a decent burial in the sands of Shivaji Park in Mumbai. So the Indie Alliance was a non-starter, and then it made no difference. And because of the division of anti-BJP votes, that is one of the reasons why the BJP was able to secure such a good majority.
Yes, indeed. And the numbers that are flashing show comfortable majority for the Mahayuti, because the trends that are coming in, 114 is the halfway mark. They have safely breached that. The personal target that was set by the BJP was to touch the 100 mark. That hasn't happened. What we have right now is that they are at 87. Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena is at 29. Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena is at 73, and MNS scoring at 6, lower than its last time's tally, which was at 7. Seema Malik, let me bring you in. What does it look like for the NCP? Because then we shift focus to Pune and Pimpri Chinchwad, both places where the Pawars have come together but have not been able to stop the BJP from bettering its tally of last time.
First of all, I'll congratulate BJP. I'm seeing the numbers. They have got the numbers, of course. So first of all, I would like to congratulate BJP for this, the race victory. And I was listening to Sudhanshu Trivedi ji. He was telling whether we are into existence or not. Koi aapka अस्तित्व रह भी गया या नहीं. He was talking about MBA. So I just want to ask him that when they had 2 seats, तो तब उनका कोई अस्तित्व था या नहीं था, I don't know. The way he was telling me. So देखिए, we tried our best, and we are hopeful for you're talking about Pune and Pimpri Chinchwad. So we have tried our luck. We had, and there are so many things, this is about the,
अस्तित्व की अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं, so I will tell you the numbers for Pune. Out of 92, BJP has got 80. Ajit Pawar's faction of the NCP has got 6, and the Sharad Pawar faction of NCP right now in Pune has 3. If you take Pimpri Chinchwad, it is 1. It is a single seat for the SP faction, the Sharad Pawar faction of the NCP. This is when the two came together. So which is why the question is being asked about political relevance and the future political roadmap.
And you should see this is not the time to say, but I would like to see, I'd like to draw your attention. The things like, the way the money power is used in this election. We have seen the way, in the name of welfare, schemes, the way they have given the the money only before the election. That also we have seen. We have seen this in the Bihar also, and we are seeing it in the Maharashtra also.
Okay.
So these are the things.
Money power is a question
that Inkwala is episode. Everybody knows about that, and they will start, telling before that these are all bahanas and everything they'll sell. But I must say that election commission should take care of these things. About the voters list. About the voters list also.
Will you file a complaint? Will you file an official complaint? Will the NCP Sharad Pawar faction file an official complaint?
We'll think over all these things. After the elections, we'll see that what was our fault and what are there. So many things have happened.
Okay, so I'll get in our reporters and I'll come back to this point and I'll tell you why.
68 members are on post. See, what is this? What kind of a level playing field is this? 68 members unopposed. The money was distributed. The people were beaten up. There was so much, threat calls and youth. All these things we have seen.
Okay.
So see, we are seeing it for the first time in the Maharashtra. This kind of things, the things are so we can't ignore it.
Mr. Balakrishnan, let's get in your response to this before I get in Anuj and Saurabh. Seema Malik, ma'am, quick response from Balakrishnan on this. Mr. Balakrishnan, what Seema Malik is saying is that, for the BJP, its juggernaut works because there is money power.
Of course, the money was distributed.
Mr. Balakrishnan.
Does Sharad Pawar have less money than the BJP? I don't think so.
No answer.
It's not true.
What is this answer?
The State Election Commission had stopped the last installment of the Ladki Bahin scheme dispersal.
No, I think this was given in between.
That was stopped. But the thing is, the BJP has mastered the art of winning election. They have got a well-oiled machinery at the booth level upwards, fantastic sense of organization. The right bites, they know which button to press when and who should say what. It was actually the well-scripted campaign under the leadership of Devendra Fadnavis.
Right.
And in fact, he had predicted that out of the 29 municipal bodies, only 3 they are facing problem. Now it turns out that they are facing problem only 2. So it is a complete sweep of Maharashtra, and the BJP has emerged at the pivotal role. And no politics can take place in Maharashtra now without the BJP.
Okay. All right, both of you. Just a second. I want to get in both Anuj as well as Saurabh, and then we continue this conversation. Saurabh Gupta is standing by outside Matoshri, and Anuj Raite is standing outside BMC headquarters. Anuj, to you first. All roads lead to BMC. Finally, there will be a mayor. Administrator was running the city for the last 4 years. Finally, there will be a mayor. Any word on who that mayor is going to be?
While pointing out towards individual would be a task at the moment, because the results are yet to come out. What we are looking at is very strong early leads. But an interesting question there would be on from which party will we get to see the mayor, because we know for a fact that Sena as a party and Eknath Shinde himself wasn't the happiest to take or to demote himself to the deputy chief ministership after winning the elections under his leadership. Although the BJP was the #1 party in the 2024 Vidhan Sabha election, the face of the election or the face of the campaign for Mahayuti was the Mukhyamantri, after whom the Mukhyamantri Maji Ladki Bahin Yojana was named. So of course, Eknath Shinde, whose presence in this entire scenario has really boosted BJP's chances and has taken it a little too away from the Thackerays brothers, will play a very pivotal role in the bargaining table, and it will be interesting to see how the next few days go ahead. Because when you look at Mumbai, there is not just the position of the mayor that becomes the one which is important. We also got several committees. We've got standing committees, right? So who gets those standing committees where the real money comes from? Who gets to manages the best, which manages the transport and electricity here in Mumbai? So all of these decisions will have to be taken, and of course the Bharatiya Janata Party for the longest time has wanted to have its own mayor. Even when it was with the erstwhile United Shiv Sena, it was always taking the deputy position, and now when it has finally become the bigger brother, in this entire alliance, it would not want to let go of that chance. And it is already, we've seen that the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders have gone on record in stating that there will be a Hindu mayor, there will be a Marathi and a Hindu mayor. So of course the positioning of the BJP mayor being there in place has already been done, but important will be for us to note on how much will be the resistance put forth by the Shinde faction, because he's not really known to be someone who would let off his guard that easily.
Manoj, we had a couple of important Shiv Sena Shinde faction leaders on the broadcast, and they were beginning to digest the fact that there will be a mayor in BMC from the BJP. So, but yes, of course, that's an important factor as to whether it actually happens or not. It's supposed to tick two boxes, that of Hindu and Marathi, and then we'll get to know the final name as well. Let's get in Saurabh Gupta as well, joining outside from Matushri, where it seems like, though of course the numbers are still coming in, but it's not likely to cross the halfway mark. 114 is not a number that the Thackerays will be able to cross together in these elections.
That's right. In fact, it doesn't seem like it at this point that the Shiv Sena, UBT and the MNS have the numbers to bid for the mayor's post. That seems far-fetched and a foregone conclusion now. But what are they looking at? They're looking at perhaps, retaining some relevance, retaining influence in Mumbai. That's something that everyone's been talking about, that this election is a do-or-die election for the Thackerays. And in that context, what we're now hearing from, leaders associated, of course, there's no official reaction yet. But what we're now hearing is that, we're still looking at the numbers, and if they're close to 80, etc., or if they're close to 65, anything beyond 65, 70 to 80, they say they would have done well given the kind of influence that, the BJP put in, and the amount of effort that the BJP put in into winning this election. Now, that's what we are hearing in terms of what the likely explanation for the numbers that are coming in is going to be. But at this point, it's important to note that this is an election that is going to change a lot of things. For the BJP, the unfinished project, its own mayor in Mumbai, that seems very much in the reckoning now. It's a few hours before these official results come in, and then we will know who the mayor will be, but now it is almost certain that it's going to be a BJP mayor. And like you said, only two boxes need to be ticked for an individual to be chosen for that post. Secondly, Mumbai can go back to having accountable civic body representatives who will answer queries, be held accountable to citizens. And thirdly, one of the things that Mumbaikars really need to think about is the turnout. Even this time, it was disappointing, and that's something that they will look at. And lastly, the Marathi vote, the Marathi Manos, who have they voted with? That's one more thing that these results will make it very, very clear as to who, of course, carries forward the aspirations of the Marathi vote in Mumbai.
Okay. So that's a very important aspect, Saurabh, that you pointed out, that yes, they will remain relevant, and the numbers that are coming in, let's just decode that a little in more detail. Now, last time around in 2017, there was the undivided Shiv Sena, which got 84 seats. This time, the Shiv Sena is divided. There is the Eknath Shinde faction, which is the real Shiv Sena. They've got the symbol and everything. That's at 32. And the Uddhav Thackere faction has got 73 seats. The BJP has bettered its tally. It was 82 last time, it's 86. The Congress, look at the kind of decimation it has seen. It was 31 last time, it is at 7. MNS, it was 7 last time, it is 5 right now. It has been a fringe player. It is hardly an existential force or a force multiplier, is what Uddhav Thackere has figured out now. NCP was 9, it's 0 now. The others were 14 last time, that's also 7. So you can see the consolidation that has happened. There is absolutely no presence whatsoever in terms of electoral traction of the NCP, whether it is the Ajit Pawar or the Sharad Pawar faction right now. From 9, it has gone to 0. And for the Congress, it has gone from 31 to 7. And that decimation is what has helped Mahayuti to grow, and also for Uddhav Thackere to also be able to get some more leeway It is nowhere close to the halfway mark, but he is standing at 73 right now, is what these numbers tell. Okay, Seema Malik, Asif Bhamla, Rohit Chandravarkar and S. Balakrishnan are the panelists with me on the broadcast. And in fact, let me take that to Rohit Chandravarkar. In fact, okay, before I get in, let's get in Ali Daruwala of the BJP. Mr. Daruwala, this is what the numbers look right now. And all eyes now on whether or not BJP will be able to install its mayor in BMC. That has been an aspiration for the BJP, but it of course needs to have that conversation with Eknath Shinde and his Shiv Sena.
Yeah. Over here, I'd like to make one thing very clear. We are always talking about the mayor post going to BJP and ifs and buts, whether Eknath Shinde ji is on the same board with us. Over here, I'd like to mention one thing. It can be a female, it could be a lady mayor too, because this time we have got 50% reservation for women. And over here, you cannot discount, and we may even think jointly with Eknath Shinde ji if a mayor can be a lady mayor also, because as we are going, and Modi ji said kya महिलाओं का मान सम्मान और उनकी भागीदारी, so over here this also cannot be discounted that Mumbai can even have a lady as a mayor. So that is what I'm saying. So let's not pinpoint and narrow it down only to a male as candidate, because over here,
no, I didn't use the word male. No, sir, I did not use the word male at all.
No, I did not. No, I'm just saying. I said, let us not just zero it down to only having a male as a mayor. We can even have a female. We can even have a Ladiki Bhaina as a mayor. So we are open to that thought also. That's what I was trying to tell you over here. And coming back over here, BJP and Eknath Shinde ji and our Ajit Pawar ji in Maharashtra has worked so widely and so openly over here. See, we have accepted the facts where we do not have presence. Like for Western Maharashtra, right after Kolhapur, Eknath Shinde is undisputed, untouchable, and the Maratha strong face for our Mahayuti alliance. Down in Vidarbha, we cannot discount the presence of Devendra Fadnavis ji. And in Pune and in Pimpri Chinchwad, we have the bastion of the NCP, the Ajit Pawar and the Sharad Pawar faction. So all this Samikaran, if you see the permutation that we have worked, has given this beautiful result. And over here, our Honorable Prime Minister and our Home Minister had given a free hand to Devendra Fadnavis ji. If it was
and I think this victory is testimony.
And if it was a bad performance, it was Devendra Fadnavis ji who was responsible.
Okay.
So we earmark the victory to one and only from BJP, that is Devendra ji over here.
Okay. That's an important point, that, you know, the political stature of Devendra Fadnavis after this win, after this very important watershed moment in Mumbai's political landscape is something that's also extremely important. The fact that they've managed to breach the Thackerays fortress, the fact that BMC is the financial lifeline of the Thackerays brothers, and the fact that the aspiration, the long-term aspiration of BJP to have its own mayor, the first citizen of Mumbai to be from the BJP, is something that has a larger political messaging. Seema Malik, let me now come to you in terms of the numbers, as we were saying, of how they looked last time around and how they look this time. NCP had 9 seats last time, 5% vote share. This time around, it's drawing a blank, and that is where the whole gap has been. It has allowed the Mahayuti to come in and fill up that vacuum.
We analyze we have seen the results, and we are still some hopes are there. But of course, we will analyze these things. You know what happened and how it happened and everything. You know, this only I can say at this stage. You know. Frankly, I've told you everything. The other things I have told you, the kind of irregularities we have seen in the this campaign and at the time of election. So we, of course, we will think over it. Maybe we complain or something. So these things are there. I've told you that so many candidates, they are selected. Okay. They were elected unopposed. These things, and the way the money was distributed, we have seen the money power, we have seen the muscle power, and all those things. We have seen those things. So and of course you will see what you are talking about, that King Pala thing. That is also important, I think.
All right, Seema Malik. Your point has essentially been about that BJP and Mahayuti are using muscle politics, right? That's what you're making.
The opposition should have a level playing field. That is very necessary. which we are not getting anywhere.
Okay.
So this is something undemocratic.
All right, ma'am. You've made a point. You've made your point, which is about level playing field not being there for opposition parties. That's the charge,
Yes.
and that's your big point. All right, I'm going to address that controversy, the erasable link controversy linked to the Mumbai Civic body polls that is now refusing to die down. Now, in the latest, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi has launched an attack on the Election Commission and posting on his social media handle, Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, has alleged that the Election Commission is gaslighting citizens and that the trust has completely collapsed in India's democracy. BJP was quick to hit back, calling his remarks a scarecrow tactics and a bid to distort and discredit the elections and the results that have come in now, which have reduced the Congress party, by the way, to single digits. Remember, the Maharashtra Election Commission has already reacted to videos that have been coming out of people wiping off their ink from their fingers post-voting. Election Commission has stated that any attempt to erase the indelible ink would actually amount to electoral malpractice. But you have Rahul Gandhi, of course, talking about it and saying that this is nothing but vote chori. We have some sound bites and reactions also coming in on this story.
Rahul Gandhi is a serial liar. He's a Pinocchio of modern day politics and he has been fact checked now by IMF. Rahul Gandhi had said Indian economy is dead. He was trumpeteering a claim that was not based on fact. And he went to Berlin and said India's manufacturing is also dead. Now IMF has come out and said that India is a strong pillar of the global growth engine. In fact, they have said that their projection of 6.6% GDP growth rate for India has been exceeded, and that is India's strong performance. Gone are the days of policy paralysis under Manmohan Singh, and today under Prime Minister Modi.
कांग्रेस को मुंबई में 227 के हाउस में से सिर्फ 2 या 3 सीट अब तक मिल रहे हैं, ऐसे रुझान दिखा रहे हैं। और राहुल गांधी के जो आरोप है वो हास्यास्पद है। कांग्रेस राहुल गांधी के नेतृत्व में लगभग 100 इलेक्शन हार चुकी है और राहुल गांधी कभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट, कभी हाई कोर्ट, कभी ईवीएम, कभी इलेक्शन कमीशन और अब जो शाही है उसको दोष दे रहे हैं।
All right, those are reactions coming in on what became a huge story yesterday, a political story and a controversy when there were several videos that came out about how people were able to rub off the indelible ink that is put on their finger after they vote. That ink could come out with the use of hand sanitizer. In fact, after those videos, State Election Commission did clarify and put out important clarifications as well and said that anybody trying to do that is actually tantamounting to electoral malpractice. And that, of course, is something that has been picked up by the Congress party. And Rahul Gandhi has chosen today, the day of results, to come out with that message saying Election Commission is gaslighting. Those are the kind of words that he's actually used. Let's get in Saurabh for more on this. The fact that Rahul Gandhi has accused the Election Commission of gaslighting citizens amidst the results that have come out and showed record poor showing of the Congress party. What does it say, Saurabh? There is a trend to this, there's a pattern to this.
Well, this of course shows one thing, that obviously the Congress party has really not performed. It was the Congress party's decision to go it alone. It was the Congress party that decided that perhaps it would do better on its own. But that has not turned out, at least the results don't show such things. One of the main people behind the decision to go alone, at least it was attributed to the local unit of the Mumbai Congress. The Mumbai Congress is headed by Varsha Gaikwad. In her own area, the Congress seems to have won, but outside that, the Congress seems to have really done badly, and therefore, the Congress of Varsha Gaikwad would be able to explain why. But this particular issue of ink is something that we reported. It did come off, but does this mean voters have voted twice? That's again a matter of investigation. Yes, the ink did come off. There were also other complaints of venues being changed. There were prominent citizens, including even a BJP leader in Navi Mumbai, had to go around finding his booth. So citizens did complain of such things, of having to look for their booths even when they got that online printout. Sometimes the booths didn't match. So those complaints were there. and that is something that the Election Commission is responsible for. But has that led to bogus voting or
Right.
vote chori? That's something that again is a matter of investigation.
Indeed, Saurabh, the fact that the election process should be foolproof is an aspiration that every Indian wants. And the Election Commission has clarified for the next local elections, they will not use those markers. But does it tantamount to bogus voting? That's the big charge, that's the big allegation that Rahul Gandhi has made and that Election Commission has clarified. Thanks much, Saurabh, for joining us with that update. Now, viewers, as far as BMC elections are concerned, the BMC election itself has been a process that has been there for more than a century. And this report tells you exactly how the process started, the changes that were made in due course of time, and what the election now stands for. Take a look.
The Brihanmumbai Municipal Corporation that governs Mumbai holds local responsibility for healthcare, education, water supply, power supply, drainage, transport and all other civic issues that have just kept growing since the BMC came into existence more than 2 centuries ago.
The origins of the BMC can be traced to 1807 when the British set up a court of petty sessions with a magistrate and 2 justices of peace. A corporate body with a municipal commissioner and justices of peace came into being in 1865, and the regular corporation with 64 members came into existence only in 1872, and it was decreed that only taxpayers had the right to vote.
In 1922, rent payers were also allowed to vote. And in 1931, J.B. Boman Behram became the first elected mayor of Bombay. In 1948, a year after independence, the first proper elections were held. Its long history aside, what makes the BMC election so important today is the huge financial implications of controlling the finances of one of Asia's richest civic bodies. The last BMC budget estimated expenditure for this financial year, 2025-26, to be almost 75,000 crore rupees, marking a jump of nearly 20% over the 2024-25 budget. That is a budget that is higher than several states of India. It is even 4 times the budget of Bengaluru's municipal corporation. Today, the BMC has jurisdiction over an area of 480.24 square kilometers and officially caters to an estimated population of about 13 million people. The BMC today touches every Mumbaiker in some way or the other. It is beyond politics and it is beyond Maratha pride. The BMC is a constant that has been around long before the politics of present-day Mumbai took shape.